Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the channel. I just want to make this video as an update to what's going on. I know market hasn't closed yet, but we can kind of tell the general direction of where things are going. And I just want to give you guys my perspective on the price action today. Obviously, you can see we have a pretty big red candle here. So AMC is down about 6% so far, down to 39.50 right now. And I do want to refer back to my video from the other day, which was the only AMCTA video that you need to watch right now. In that video, I did mention that it was possible that we could come back down to the $36 to $38 range based on Fibonacci alone. I didn't do really any further analysis, but what I was referring to it for was to say that it's possible that we were entering phase D of this Wyckoff accumulation schematic, where you see they had that last point of support in phase D. And I'm just saying that based on that schematic, it was kind of clear that we were going to need some sort of dip. And then I was using Fibonacci in order to decide what that dip might look like, right? Like what levels we could approach in that dip. And also, I want to do a quick breakdown of what exactly is going on, because I posted a chart on Twitter, and I can show you guys that right quick, actually. And again, the point of my channel is not to be right. It's not to be like predictive. I'm not trying to predict the future. I'm just trying to like give people a perspective to look at things, right? And so what I said was, fibs don't lie, neither does Wyckoff. And I posted this chart, and I posted it next to this, which is a distribution schematic, right? And if you look up Wyckoff distribution, you can see that this schematic lines up really well. It's not going to be perfect. It probably never will be, but it's very, very similar. And people are saying, well, I thought that you said that we were in accumulation. Let me make it clear the way that I'm referring to this. Within this accumulation, right? And I've talked about this before in my videos, and I know that most of the people who say stuff like this don't watch all my videos, and they just kind of see a tweet from me or something, or maybe they watch one video and they don't get the full context. And it's hard for me to give the full context every single video. But within this, and let me take this off of here because I don't need this anymore. Within this, it's possible that we have a smaller accumulation happening here. Not only that, but we had a smaller accumulation here, as well as a distribution here. And then if you zoom in, and this is the daily chart, by the way, if you zoom into this most recent move that we have here, maybe the 15-minute chart would be a good way to display it. That's where this chart comes from. That's how I got this distribution, right? And it's not perfect. And again, let me bring up the distribution. There are two schematics, but just use it as a relative guide. Don't think about it as like it has to be exact or whatever. The basic idea is the composite man, the market maker, the whale, the whatever, is trying to exit their positions at this range. That doesn't mean in general that they want to exit their positions. I still believe on a macro perspective that, and that was for another video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss that one. But on a macro perspective, it's pretty clear that, to me at least, that if this theory is valuable, which I think it is, it's carried us this far, hasn't it? I mean, I literally charted this out like back here when we were going through this dip in mid-September. But I do, and I do want to refer to the cycle theory as well and give you a few other possibilities. Because I know that previously, what I was telling you guys, what I was talking about at least, I'm not telling you guys anything, just talking out loud. And then you guys are watching me videos of me talking while going through the chart. Oh, let me increase my my scales here so you guys can see more clearly while I think about it, because I get a lot of comments that you can't see the prices, and sometimes I'm bad about saying what price, yada yada. How do I do this? Scales, I think. No, appearance, scales, text. Yep, that's it. Hopefully that's a little bit easier to see. Can I make it bold or something? Anyway, all right, that should be a little bit better. All right, so using cycle theory, right? And again, cycle theory is not like my go-to. It's not the way that I look at charts typically. But previously, I had been pulling the bars pattern from this part here in March. We were pretending like the buy button dip didn't happen in this regard. We were pulling from here. And then we were putting this part of the chart basically here, and then we were scaling it like this. And also, I saw a lot of comments that were like, well, on Twitter, I saw somebody saying, if you gotta change the size of it, then it invalidates it or whatever. But like the numbers are bigger, so like you have to change the scale, or else it literally wouldn't work. What you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out what the pattern, not the scale of the pattern. The scale of the pattern is just something that you have to adjust because it's a difference. Now, and so just so that I can continue without talking about that too much, you can see the similarities here, right? You have your peak here, you have this downward, this accumulation kind of happening down here. You could even align this here, align this part here, align this part here. Like there are obviously a lot of fragments, but, and I want to shout out this Twitter account, so let me pull that up right quick. There was another Twitter account that I've been talking to, and actually I've been seeing his stuff for a long time. His account, I hope he's okay with me sharing this. His account is Colin Gladman, Colin_Gladman. And he's opened me up to the possibility of something else that might be going on. So make sure you go follow him. He posts a lot of this cycle theory stuff. Look, this is an example where he's actually dragging this chart directly up into this chart. And he says, I can't unsee this now. So he does really good stuff. Make sure you go follow him. So it made me want to sit here and look at the chart again. Just look at it. It made me want to just look at it. Just look at it. And try and see it from a different perspective, perhaps, than the one that I was already looking at. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to try to apply it to our Wyckoff theory and see how those match up, right? So the way that I was looking at it was previously this big round dip here, I was looking at it as if it was this big round dip. Now, the reason that it's a little funky and it doesn't look exactly the same is because this is taking much longer to occur, right? This is happening over the course of, say, 4 or 5 months, when this one happened in the time span of like 3 months, 2 months. It's kind of hard to tell exactly. I'm sure if you made a crazy time frame, you would be able to find the perfect match. But if I look at it again, look at it. If I just look at it, wait, what just happened? How could this happen to me? This region, and look, again, I'm not the big cycle theory guy, okay? But this region does look like this region. So then this region, I'll change the colors so that it's a little bit easier. This region and this region of the chart. I think that's what I'm trying to say. The cycle theory stuff, man, it really melts my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, what these guys are saying is that this, let me change this again. Oh, this will be a way easier way to illustrate. I should have done this from the beginning. But just look at these. Just look at these blocks. Just look at them. And then we'll do a curve. So this, right, is actually very similar to this, right? So it's, wait, no, that's still, oh wait, he was saying it looks like this. Fudge sickle, dude. I'm not quitting the video. I'm gonna try again. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Actually, this is crazy because it looks similar in multiple ways. And that's what makes this thing so freaking difficult. Oh, goodness. All right. Yes. Yes. This is what I was trying to do. Yes. Oh, people. You should have been prepared. You should have been prepared for the video, David. I'm not editing the videos, by the way. If you want to take my videos, you can download them. You can use like a free MP4 downloader. You can go download my videos, and then you can edit them if you want for me. And then if you send them to me and I like them, maybe I'll use them. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get so many hateful comments. I'm sure some of you guys think that's kind of funny though, based on all the stuff you guys have been seeing with me. But all right, yeah, this was it. All right. So this is what I was saying. This region of the chart looks similar to this region of the chart now. And, you know, we're just hypothesizing here, okay? Don't get your panties in a bunch. You said it was going to happen. All right, so let's pull the bars pattern from here and then match it up, all right? So, boom. See here? Boom. Oh, this is actually really similar. I don't even have to, like, really mess with this one too much. See, told you shouldn't have to mess with it. It should just fit, because that's how it works. It should just fit, David. It should just... I think this is... All right, look. All right. Look, I'm not the cycle guy. Right? If you're not the cycle guy, then why are you messing with the cycles? Uh-huh. Because you're not the cycle. You just said you're not the cycle guy. So don't do cycles, because you're not a cycle guy. You little shit. That's what you guys are saying. All right, anyway, you see the similarities, right? So what does this mean? Well, the bottom of this bars pattern here would be about here, $33.55. Dave's a shill. He's telling us lower numbers. He told us 36 to 38. He told us Wyckoff, we were in phase D. He told us that we were going to the moon, and I'm not having it. All right, but this does technically end in a similar region. To kind of the date range that I was talking about, which is like late, I'd say like late November, early December. Also, not trying to predict dates, okay? Just analyzing. Also, here come the other ones. Dave, you shouldn't worry about haters, man. Just do you. We love the content. Dude, I'm just having fun, okay? I'm having a good time. We're all having it. Look, we are just sitting around and waiting for this thing to boom. So we got to have fun with it, okay? I'm not stressing, trust me. All right, so I'm sure you see this looks pretty convincing. Obviously, these bars aren't going to be like absolutely perfect, but you can see the general like thing. And if I could probably scale it a little bit better. What does this mean for Wyckoff, though, right? Because we've been talking about Wyckoff theory in the accumulation schematic. And could this break our accumulation theory? Could this make our accumulation theory invalid? Have I had the schematic up the whole time? Hopefully you could see everything I was doing. All right. Dude, I do that every video. I need to do better when it comes to that. Okay, so I would say that this sort of downward move would suggest that this last point of support in phase C was not, in fact, a last point of support in phase C. What do I mean by that? And let me make this bars pattern a little bit clearer so that it's not like so invasive on what we're trying to do here. Or maybe I could even move it out of the way. No, I want to keep it. Well, and again, these schematics don't have to be perfect, but if we shifted this over here, let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, so this is phase D now. And then this becomes the phase C, right? Right? You see what I'm saying? So now this is just a very extended phase C. You come back here for your last points of support type of deal, right? You come back, you check the chart, everything like that. It could look something like this. And again, it doesn't have to be the exact schematic, right? That's not what it's about. It's about what the phases represent. And you know what I was thinking about? I'm going to do a full video where I break down my full thesis on the accumulation. I'm going to literally have all the rules sitting right by the chart while I do it, so I can sit there and break it down piece by piece by piece for everybody who's interested in that. But I will say that this does look rather compelling, does it not? Right? We move down here to this 35-ish, 34-ish, whatever region, and then we begin our phase D. It is a pretty compelling thing. I know that it's not like exciting. I know there's a lot of people that want to hear me say moon tomorrow, and trust me, I would love it if we didn't dip further and we just went straight to the moon. That would be great. But also, I put myself in a position where I'll be happy if we get this sort of movement. Now, what does that say from Fibonacci? Let's just check it from another perspective. We could check from way back here our sell test in phase B on the larger scale and see if it has any relevance. So you could see that this does bring us down close to our 786, perhaps a 707 retracement, which is not a common retracement. Gin Colato, I believe, showed me that one. Alfred on YouTube. He's Gin Colato on YouTube. His name's also Alfred. He's got a lot of names. All right, he's a man of many names. We would come down, break down through our golden pocket again. Ooh, the emotions here, man. Oh, baby, this moment right here would be very emotional. Everybody would throw Astro in the garbage. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This would be a high emotion thing right here, man. And what I'll tell you is, well, we gotta look at this and try and see if this looks like distribution too. It's pretty compelling, you know. And look, for the apes that sit there and say, oh, you know, it doesn't. Technical analysis isn't valuable. It doesn't matter. You just buy and hold. See, I told you, you just buy and hold. They're wrong. They changed their predictions or whatever. I mean, this is, it's good stuff for people who are trying to learn about the market and how the market works. This Wyckoff stuff happens across markets and has happened across markets forever, right? The guy died 100 years ago that created this, and it's playing out here on AMC, which is quote unquote the most manipulated stock in history. So you could never imagine that it would be able to do something that was created 100 years ago, and there weren't algorithms and there weren't all these different things, right? But now it still works. The reason that it works is because institutions will program their algorithms to do this to stocks or assets that they want to accumulate, so that they can manipulate people out of their positions and accumulate more of it before they cause it to go into a more distributive phase. And look, not all hedge funds or big money or smart money or whatever you want to call them, not all of them are bad. And bad, whatever. Not all of them are short, right? There's big money that's long on AMC, I guarantee it. And I think those are the guys who are actually creating this sort of price action, versus it being the short people that are doing that. I think that longs are doing this so that they can accumulate as much of the asset. And short institutions have tried to push the price lower, but long institutions are protecting these key areas of support, these key liquidity zones, as Alfred calls them, Gin Colato on YouTube. So that's my overview. I mean, look, my analysis is going to be on the long term. You know, it's gonna be more and more accurate as you zoom out. And it's not even about really being accurate for me. It's not about being right. It's about analyzing it and having people understand what the movements are day to day. That's all. I just think that apes have a lot to gain from that sort of thing. So hopefully you found this video useful. I'm going to make other videos today, but hopefully you found this video useful. Make sure you like and then comment your thoughts down below if you enjoyed the video. If you think any of it is wrong, if blah, 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 whatever, you can do that. You can dislike the video. I have my TradingView link down in the description below. It's an affiliate link, so if you do a premium subscription, I do get commission for it. But if you don't, there's still the free subscription. Everything I use in this video is completely free to use, so just do that. And then if you ever decide to upgrade in the future, I think I get a kickback for that, so that would be cool. What else? My Discord link is down below in the description. It's usually at the bottom of the description. I know a lot of people say, well, yo, where's the Discord link? And then my Twitter is down below. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that as well. So this was just kind of a full spectrum analysis of what's going on day to day, and a daily update. I'm working on longer term analysis with AMC so that I can make like a playlist where you can I can refer back to those videos, and you guys can always kind of check in on what exactly I'm looking at on the larger scale, because I refer to it a lot, but maybe I don't always explain it very well within the video, because, you know, obviously it's kind of weird to do what I'm doing here, but like I'm talking to myself, and so like if I explain something a million times, it makes me not want to explain it again, because I kind of start to assume that the microphone that I'm talking to already understands that, I guess. But yeah, so anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.